Okay, blah, 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 blah. So when I thought about the tutorial for today, I wanted to research a topic that was interesting to me. And one thing that I always get questions about is like how to get a job, blah, 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 my portfolio, blah, 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 my resume, blah, blah, blah. So what I recommend you guys do is really look and focus on the firms in the United States that have the most revenue, the most capital to spend. Because if you want to get hired by a firm, you got to go to the firm that has money to hire people with. If you go to a small firm with no money, they ain't going to hire you, because not because they don't like you, it's because they don't have money. That's really the main thing that really dictates if a firm hires or not. Do they have work to do, and do they have the need for it? So I went on designintelligence.com or .net, and I went to their almanac, which gives you a list of all the firms in the United States, and it ranks them by their revenue, their size, and all the other aspects of their main business. So you can see here, Gensler, AECOM, HOK, Perkins & Will, SOM. These are the typical firms that you have heard of. These are all the major players in architecture, and they have the most revenue to really start to hire people. So chances are, if you guys are after you guys graduate, you're probably gonna work for some firm within this list you see right here. Why? Because again, they have the money to hire people with. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to take this information that you see here, and I wanted to spatialize it on a map and begin to visualize all these other aspects in terms of revenue, staff, all that stuff. If you ever go on a website and you see a table like this, for instance, where everything is organized in a chart, this is great. This is perfect. This is what you want. Why? Because you can take this information and you can bring it into GIS, literally almost just like copy and paste. So in the folder that I should have given you guys, or you should have downloaded, you should see a file that says architecture firms Excel sheet.
Hey Frank.
Yes.
I don't have the.
All right, so what I did in this architecture firm's Excel folder was I basically copied all that information and just pasted it into this Excel spreadsheet that you see here. And just to show you guys how to do that real quick, I'll just create a new blank workbook real quick to show how easy it is. There it is right here. All you basically do is just select your information just like that. Control C. Then just Control V it, and there it is. See, you've automatically made a table that you can bring into GIS. What I do is I just do some very simple formatting just to clean it up a bit. So first what I do is I clear some of the formatting to get rid of all the hyperlinks and that kind of stuff which you don't really need. Some tables don't have any information on it, like this one and this one, so I just straight up delete that. And then what I did is I had to clean up the list of city names here. And the reason why I have to do that, I'll have to explain later, but basically, for instance, it won't work if the city name has the short form of certain words. So for instance, St. Louis here is spelled ST. We need to have that spelled as St. Louis, S-A-I-N-T. And if you guys don't know how to use Excel, this is basically how you manage this list here. You just basically use the find and select option in the corner here. You go to this replace button, and let's say we want to replace all the ST dots in St. Louis. Just type in ST dot and replace it with Saint. Make sure be very cognizant that you don't add any extra spaces. And if you just click replace all, you see that it just automatically replaces all the elements. So this is how you can begin to clean up your data sets very quickly. And so I did that. Let me just exit out of here, because I already did that for all 300 something firms in the Design Intelligence link. Basically, you can just go through every single page and you can find the firms. And the reason I only went to about 300 is because if you look at this list here, if I just see if it loads, it basically only goes up to about 300. And then after that, the information, as you can see here, it goes 333. All the information for it is gone. So all these small, no-name firms, they don't give you any information about revenue. So basically, they're irrelevant. And as a fun aside, let's see, Form Studio, where I worked, is right here. You see 37 people, which is not accurate. We have about 60 people. We do have 2 offices, and there we are.